At 3:17 a.m., the room felt suffocating. Arjun sat in front of his laptop, staring at the same error message that had been haunting him for days. The screen glowed, but his mind felt completely blank. He had tried everything he knew. Tutorials, notes, videos, even asking others, but nothing worked. The silence around him was louder than any noise. It wasn't just the code that was failing. It felt like his confidence, his efforts, and his future were all collapsing at once. His hands slowly moved away from the keyboard. A single thought echoed in his mind. Maybe I'm not meant for this. And in that moment, the most dangerous option appeared. Not failure, but giving up. Arjun was not born with extraordinary talent or privilege. He came from a small town where life followed a simple formula. Study, get a job, and settle down. Dreams were allowed, but only within limits. When he got his first job in a big company, it felt like he had already achieved something significant. His family saw it as success. His relatives admired him. But Arjun knew deep inside that this was only the starting point, not the destination. The initial months were filled with confusion. Everything was new: systems, expectations, technical skills, communication. He struggled quietly, often feeling like he was slower than everyone else. While others seemed confident and quick to adapt, Arjun felt like he was constantly trying to catch up. Still, he told himself that this phase would pass. But then came a situation that tested him more than anything before. He was put on the bench. At first, it seemed like a relief. No pressure, no deadlines. But that comfort quickly turned into discomfort. Days passed without meaningful work. His routine became lazy and unstructured. He started waking up late, spending hours scrolling on his phone, and telling himself that he would start learning tomorrow. But tomorrow kept getting postponed. Weeks turned into months, and slowly he began to feel stuck. The worst part wasn't the lack of work. It was the silent comparison happening in his mind. His friends were growing, learning, moving forward. Some were switching jobs, some were getting better roles, and some were earning more. Meanwhile, Arjun felt like he was standing still. That's when self-doubt started growing stronger. He began questioning his decisions, his abilities, and even his future. One evening, while sitting alone, he overheard a conversation between two colleagues. They were casually talking about people on the bench, saying they rarely improve and often stay average. That one statement hit him deeply. It wasn't insulting, it was real, and it forced him to confront a truth he had been avoiding. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about his life, his choices, and where he was heading. He realized something important. No one was coming to change his situation. No manager, no opportunity, no external force. If something had to change, it had to start with him. The next morning, he made a decision. Not a loud or dramatic one, but a clear and firm one. He decided to take control. He started with small steps. He created a simple daily routine. He began dedicating fixed hours to learning. At first, it was extremely difficult. His mind resisted. His focus broke frequently. He felt bored, frustrated, and even tired without doing much. But he forced himself to continue. The initial days were messy. He understood very little. He forgot things quickly. Sometimes, after studying for hours, he still couldn't solve basic problems. It was discouraging. Many times, he felt like quitting. But he made one rule for himself. No matter how bad the day goes, he will not stop completely. Slowly, things began to change. Not dramatically, but noticeably. Concepts that once felt impossible started making sense. Problems that once confused him became manageable. His confidence didn't grow overnight, but it started building layer by layer. Weeks turned into consistent effort. His routine became stronger. He reduced distractions. He became more disciplined. He still had bad days, but he no longer let those days define him. Then came an opportunity. An internal project required the exact skills he had been practicing. It was not an easy role. It demanded knowledge, confidence, and the ability to perform under pressure. Arjun immediately felt fear. He didn't feel ready. The old thoughts returned. What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? But this time, something inside him responded differently. Instead of focusing on fear, he focused on effort. He reminded himself of all the days he had shown up, all the hours he had invested. And he asked himself one simple question: if I don't try now, when will I ever try? He applied. The preparation phase pushed him to his limits. He studied more seriously than ever before. He practiced consistently. He faced failures in mock interviews. He struggled to answer questions. There were moments when he felt like he was not improving at all, but he didn't stop. Right in the middle of this journey, when his energy was low and doubts were high, he realized something powerful. Most people quit at this exact stage. Not at the beginning, but in the middle, when things get hard and results are not visible. If you're someone chasing growth, remember this moment. Stay connected with a mindset that pushes you forward. And if you're following this journey, take a moment to subscribe to the channel Rule Breaker, because sometimes the right environment is what keeps you going when motivation fades. As the interview day approached, his nervousness increased. He revised everything he could. Still, he knew he couldn't be fully prepared. The day finally arrived. The interview started, and, as expected, the first few questions didn't go well. He hesitated. He made mistakes. He felt pressure building up. But instead of giving up mentally, he stayed present. He listened carefully. He answered honestly. When he didn't know something, he admitted it instead of pretending. That small shift made a big difference. The interview didn't become perfect, but it became real. A few days later, he received the result. He was selected, not because he knew everything, but because he showed persistence, effort, and the willingness to learn. That moment changed something deep within him. It wasn't just about getting a role. It was about proving to himself that he could push through difficulty, that he could grow, that he could fight his own doubts and still move forward. From that point on, his journey continued with new challenges. He faced more responsibilities, more expectations, and more pressure. But now, he had something he didn't have before: belief built through action. Years later, people started seeing him differently. They called him successful. They assumed he was confident and talented. They thought his journey was smooth. But Arjun knew the truth. He remembered the nights of struggle, the days of doubt, and the moments when he almost gave up. He wasn't different from others. He just didn't stop. The lesson: giving up is not a single decision. It happens slowly through small choices, skipping effort, avoiding challenges, delaying action. And over time, those choices shape your life. Success is not about being the best from start. It is about continuing when things are unclear, uncomfortable, and difficult. Growth is slow. Progress is invisible in the beginning. Results take time. If you depend only on motivation, you will quit when it disappears. If you build discipline, you will continue even when you don't feel like it. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You don't need confidence to begin. You don't need to know everything in advance. You only need one thing: the decision to not stop. Because the moment you feel like giving up is often the moment right before change begins. So keep going, keep learning, keep improving. Your future is not decided by how many times you fail. It is decided by how many times you refuse to quit. If this story made you think or reflect, like, share, and comment.